A master torturer with 3,000 years of combat experience, Gorr the God Butcher is a vengeful galactic serial killer who vowed to exterminate all the gods across the cosmos. Leading a group of semi-sentient bestial creatures called the Black Berserkers, and with the all-black the Necrosword as his main weapon, Gorr has massacred entire pantheons of different civilizations from different planets and even killed many gods from Asgard and from different timelines. Welcome to Vita Comics, and today let's review this madman's origins and see if Thor has a chance against Gorr the God Butcher. Created by Jason Aaron and Esad Ribic, Gorr the God Butcher is a fairly new Marvel supervillain, and he first appeared in Thor God of Thunder comic series in 2013. He uses the all-black Necrosword. The all-black is the first symbiote that was manifested from the shadow of Null, the evil god, and tempered using the divine power of a slaughtered celestial. Referred to as the Necrosword, it predominantly takes the form of a sword made from living darkness. The all-black symbiote has given Gorr superhuman strength, speed, flight, durability, endurance, and longevity. Its darkness manipulation gave him the power to create many constructs such as his weapons, the God Bomb, the Berserkers, and even able to recreate his own family. And because of this symbiote, he becomes more powerful every time he kills a god. In his command are the Black Berserkers, monstrous semi-symbiotes that can shape-shift their limbs into bladed weaponries to augment their combat skills. With the right numbers, they are powerful enough to fight and overwhelm any god. They are manifested by Gorr and can be reabsorbed through the all-black symbiote. They are beings of fury but have no outstanding fighting skills. Gorr has enslaved and killed many gods such as Volstagg, the Lion of Asgard, the Oaken King and Sequoia Queen of Garden Eternal, the War Fairies of Wendigorge, Hinkon, the Siberian god of Hunt, Chernobog, the Slavic god of Chaos, the Immortals of Cataract, the gods of the Americas, Faligar, patron god of the Galactic Frontier and the Tournament of the Immortals, Shadrach, god of bombs, the time gods of Kronux, the first elder god of creation, the future grandchildren of Thor who are also the goddesses of thunder, and all the gods of the planet Indigar. Born on a planet with no name, with everyone almost starving to death almost every day, the young Gorr was taught to always have faith in the gods and honor them as he will be showered with blessings in return. However, none of them answered his prayers. His mother and father died when he was a child, leaving him fending for himself in severe situations. When he grew up, he got married and fathered some children. However, most of his children perished. Gorr's pregnant wife Ara was killed during an earthquake, and one by one his children died until he was left with only one son, Agar. When Agar died of starvation, Gorr renounced the gods, but his tribe outcasted him for his blasphemy. In his walk on the deserts, two fighting gods fell from the sky. One who was unconscious in black armor was Null, and the other one in gold armor was dying. The weapon of the unconscious god, who Gorr thought was dead, bonded itself to him as it is a symbiote. The dying god in gold asked for help, but Gorr only remembered how his family never got any help from the gods. Using the new weapon, Gorr killed his first god and started his path to finding and killing the gods for not answering his prayers. For the next thousands of years, Gorr traversed the universe and killed many gods. In the year 893 AD in Earth or Midgard, the young Thor first knew of Gorr when he saw the head of a god from the Americas washed up in the west coast of Iceland. Then, while accompanying a Viking raiding party in the Baltic Sea, Thor found some of the Slavic gods dead. Gorr then attacked Thor for the first time. He almost killed Thor, but Thor conjured a lightning strike, knocking them both. They met again on a cave where Gorr won and tortured Thor for information about the location of Asgard. Fortunately, Thor was saved by his Viking worshippers. In the fight, Thor was able to cut off Gorr's right arm. Forward to the present time, Gorr survived and spent the next 1,000 years killing more gods, built a dark army, and became even more powerful. Once again, Thor noticed Gorr's killing spree when he visited the planet Indigar and found the whole pantheon murdered. Gorr attacked Kronos and used the blood of the time gods to travel through time. He traveled back to 14 billion years ago to the beginning of the universe and killed one of the very first elder gods. He then traveled millennia into the future and claimed a desolate world where he placed his enslaved gods and forced them to mine for materials to build the God Bomb, which he will use to exterminate all gods across time streams. Also in the future timeline, the now old King Thor was the last surviving god in Asgard as everyone was killed by Gorr. He is consistently tortured by the Black Berserkers and Gorr has trapped him in Asgard. Thor of the present timeline followed Gorr in the future and was sent to the future Asgard where he met the old King Thor and together they fought the Berserkers and went to Gorr's planet. The Black Berserkers kidnapped the young Thor from the past and brought him to Gorr's planet to become a slave together with other gods. Young Thor attempted to destroy the God Bomb but was instead hurled off the planet and dropped into the ship of present-day Thor and old King Thor. The three decided to attack Gorr, but because of his ability in absorbing the power of the gods he killed, Gorr defeated them all. Gorr's son realized then Gorr became like a god they despised. He then helped the present Thor in absorbing the blast of the God Bomb and the All Black. With All Black's power, Thor weakened Gorr and the young Thor killed the God Butcher. The Necro Sword is later banished into a black hole. However, King Thor of the future timeline used it to battle Galactus. Eons into the future, the all-black Necro Sword was possessed by Loki, but the consciousness of Gorr remained inside of the All-Black. In King Thor and Loki's fight, Gorr was able to reclaim the All-Black and manifested his body. Gorr was blasted into orbit by the power of the All-Father, and their battle devastated solar systems. Gorr engulfed both brothers in all black and became a force of nature. The gods of Indegard were awakened by the goddesses of thunder and helped Thor and Loki. Gorr tried to devour Thor by manifesting a black hole, but Thor unleashed the full might of the god Tempest from within Mjolnir, destroying the all-black symbiote. Gorr was then restored to life as a mortal and was taken in by the Sky Lords of Indegard. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, portrayed by Christian Bale, Gorr the God Butcher has killed many gods and his sword has the power to destroy worlds. He believes that the gods only care about themselves but recognizes that Thor is not like the gods he had killed. Like in the comics, he can also remove colors and bring darkness. In conclusion, Gorr the God Butcher is by far one of Thor's most lethal villains whose sole objective is to destroy all gods in all the realms, as he sees them to be unkind, capricious, and illegitimate. With an unyielding resentment for any deity and with the Necro Sword, Gorr truly has the capabilities of making any god obsolete.